Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to day 77 of the tip of the day. And I kind of felt what a synchronicity that today is the 7th of August, year 2023. And this is tip number 77. It's like 777 is kind of like reflecting on here. Some kind of theme. I don't know why. So here we go. I'm going to go back to today's tip comes from back to this book, Nature of Personal Reality. And today I'm going to read from page 79 in my edition of the book. This is again, Nature of Personal Reality. So what I wanted y'all to focus on is one of the things even Seth says, even Eckhart during his conscious manifestation course, he says, affirmations do not work. Even I think Dr. Joe says the same thing. Just saying affirmations does not work. And I will, let me read this passage and you will realize why he says that. So here he says on page 79, this is the third paragraph, he says, almost everyone in this society is acquainted with the old suggestion, every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. Now that is an excellent suggestion given by the conscious self to the other portions of your being. The results of such a suggestion would also follow your conscious beliefs. However, so remember that the results of such a suggestion would also follow your conscious beliefs. So you may say everything every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. But if you don't believe that things are getting better and better, you will not get better and better. And here is Seth giving an example of what this better and better can manifest as. So he says, earlier, I used I'm a dependable parent as an example of a belief. If to you this means I give great attention to seeing that my children brush their teeth, eat enough, and perform properly, then you will interpret the better and better suggestion in that light. If the belief means to you that love for children is best expressed in those terms, if you feel that there is something embarrassing about expressing affection directly, then the better and better suggestion may only reinforce that belief. You may become more and more efficient in that manner. This is why it is vital that you examine your beliefs for yourself and understand what they mean to you personally. If using that example, you suddenly begin to realize your position and begin to express your love to your children directly, you may find them quite surprised, delighted, but confused. It may take them a while to understand your reactions, but as the old reality had a cohesiveness, so will the new. So you must therefore understand and examine your beliefs, realize that they form your experience, and consciously change those that do not give the effects you want. So there's one parent, if they believe every day and every way things are getting better and better, but they also have a belief, I'm a dependable parent. So one parent may show a lot of affection to their kids and like shower them with, make sure that they brush their teeth, were wearing clean clothes. I remember I used to iron my, when my son was like 3 or 4 years old, I would always iron his clothes for him. Always make sure that he was like neatly dressed. So that's how it will show up as better and better. But if you feel the better means that that it's embarrassing to show that much affection, then your better and better will be that you will withdraw affection. And so this kind of, you have to realize that I know a lot of people have this story about their parents, that their parents never showed affection, right? And then it kind of intertwines with that victim identity where you're going, oh, my parents didn't show me affection, nobody loves me, kind of thing. So this part I wanted to read for that one reason, is so that you no longer have that, it kind of brings compassion to the parent, that maybe my parent was actually thinking that the better and better for them, and being a dependable parent was about showing a lot of withdrawal. I know there are a lot of dads. My dad, as I was growing up, was never with me, so I didn't experience any dad side of things. So a lot of people say their dads were withdrawn. The dad never loved me. He always was at work, worked long hours, came back home, and then he went to bed. So they have a lot of resentment towards their dad. But look, maybe the better and better. So have that compassion. I would say, since we are talking about that this group is about peace, harmony, and abundance for all, but also with that is getting to that, you can only have peace and harmony if you are a vessel of unconditional love. If you're not a vessel of unconditional love, you will not be able to be in harmony every moment of your life. So we have to get to that unconditional love. So if you're holding resentment for your parents, then here is where you can have the compassion. Maybe they were stuck with that belief that being a disciplinarian, which was the case with my mother. My mother was constantly like, she was a school teacher, and she was that kind of a school teacher where she was very strict with the students. People used to like shiver when she walked the hallways, because she was very, like, she had that stern voice, and she would project her voice and control people through that fear, right? There are a lot of parents that raise their children that way, not showing love, withdraw the love, hold the love, so that use the fear as a tool, so that the child is disciplined, right? But they're not realizing, oh, the child may grow up with a lot of resentment because I'm withholding the love. They're not feeling love. The other part that can happen when we have that kind of resentment for the parent, we can start looking for love in the wrong places, right? If the mother or the father did not give the love, then we start to look for love in other areas of life. Like soon enough, like at 12, 13, people have boyfriends, and then they break up, and then they have multiple partners. So look at how that propagates. But if we have the compassion that my mother and father just were holding on to that belief that being a dependable parent implies that I need to withdraw my love, right? Not show any affection, that that is the way to go. And adding on to this, if you are a young parent and you have young children, what I would say is shower them with love, because as Dr. Gabor Mate says, there is nothing like, people say that children will get spoiled by too much love. And Dr. Gabor Mate says, no, they're never going to get spoiled because of too much love, because, he's almost like talking about the same thing. Each human being has their own karmic accumulation, and they will experience their own karma unfolding. So even your child is going to experience their karma unfolding. So, no matter how much affection you, like there's an outpouring of affection from you, it's not like the child is going to get spoiled. I know I used to be that way with my son. Like the moment I saw my son picking him up from the daycare, like it was almost like the world collapsed into this one little thing, and that he was my world, right? Like my whole body would light up. And it was like every day, it's like, it doesn't get old. Like giving love to your child does not get old. So, so that was my tip for today, that have compassion for your parents, that they're better and better, maybe that they need to be disciplined. They need to be somebody that needs to withdraw love, and that affirmations do not work, because affirmations actually work. Behind this affirmation, the scaffolding is your belief. So if you're believing that I'm useless, I'm lazy, I cannot ever be successful in my life, no matter how many times you say every day in every way, everything is getting better and better every day in every way. Things are getting better and better. You can keep saying it, but it will not work. The belief has to change. And that's why I've said this before, we actually do a beliefs and perceptions meditation with Dr. Joe in changing beliefs and perceptions. Nothing will change until we change. Everything is about our change. There's only one person. Byron Katie says, right? I can change only one, and that is myself. I'm paraphrasing here. So the only person we can change is the one, ourselves. So that's my tip for today. Many blessings. I hope you'll love it. Have a fabulous day. Eternally grateful for all the support and love. Bye. Thank you.